Hi everyone! In one of my previous videos I had spoken about my accidental gardening, so this video is all about that. So come, I'll show you my garden now. So you can see how bushy the plants are, like a lot of plants in just one pot. What actually happened was, at this particular pot and the other pot, these two pots already had a jasmine and rose plant, but because I neglected them, they died. So both the pots were very barren. So what I did was I threw all these rotten or like over-ripened fruit and vegetables into it. Out of those, some fruit and vegetable, luckily I just threw them. I didn't even cover them with proper soil, but somehow they grew. And what I expected was, I thought they're just gonna die, they're not gonna grow up properly, but by the time I could realize, they were actually grown so big. And you can see the chili plant, there's one chili plant by mistake. Another reason I had to wait until they have grown so big is because due to lockdown, continuous lockdown, we were not able to step out of the house, and we did not want to risk going out anywhere to buy mud or to buy the pots. And you can see one tiny, I think it's probably the lemon plant. So not just tomato plants, there is another plant to my surprise, and I'll show you what that is. There you see. Before I introduce these plants to you, I would like to show two special plants to papaya. And this one has grown so big. And more tomatoes. And all of these are brinjal plants. When I went to the vegetable shop, I saw a brinjal and it looked so beautiful. Just because it looked beautiful, I bought one, kept it in the fridge, never used it, and it had almost become like sponge. So I don't know what to do, so I just threw it in this pot, and I never expected it to grow, but it has grown and given me so many brinjal plants. And this is the mint. I think in one of my videos I had already shown this, but for some reason they're all dying. Maybe I overwatered it. When I asked my mother, that's what she told me. So I'll have to buy another pot for this and try to replant it. And this is aloe vera, guys. Okay, so now is a little adventure that I'm gonna do. I am not very sure of what I'm doing, but in order to save these plants, because if I let them like this, they are definitely going to die. So I'm going to the nursery to buy some pot and some soil. So come on, let's go. No guys, hold on, there's no earthquake, it's me moving the camera. Alright, so this is my auto driver. So I usually call him Auto Uncle. So he's the one who used to regularly drop me to the office. I'm actually quite impressed with his mask. So before heading to the nursery, I thought let me check out a shop from where I usually buy tiny kitchen items, because I do kind of remember that I saw pots there, and I was actually right. They did have many varieties and the price was way more cheaper than the ones available online and in the nursery. So if you're ever planning to start gardening, it is a very good option to first go check out in the plastic shops near you. The difference for per pot was almost 20 to 25 rupees. you know what, when we women go to shops, we cannot just buy the particular thing that we went to buy. We need to always buy extra. So that is how I ended up buying this mop. Anyway, I wanted to buy one because the one that I currently have is actually quite old, so I always wanted to buy. I made use of this opportunity. So he said that it was very nice, so I'm going to use it and give you a feedback. So by the time we came out of this shop, in like 10 minutes, it actually started raining. So after this, the trip is to the nursery, so come on, let's go. I don't know how clearly you can see, but it is actually raining, so we have to take the back entrance. Nurseries are always fascinating, be it a rainy day or a sunny day. I just enjoy coming to these places, but unfortunately I don't get a lot of opportunities to visit nurseries. So the main reason coming here was to buy soil because the pots are already bought. But you know what, we ended up buying more plants. So a per cement bag sized soil bag is only 100 rupees in the nursery. Whereas when I checked online, it was so expensive. So if I have noticed one thing after this lockdown, it would be how extra online charges is. If you don't believe me guys, just check it out. I was so excited to see coriander plants here because when I tried to grow coriander, it actually did not. They grew, they did germinate, but then they were so weak. They couldn't even stand by themselves. There were lots and lots of ornamental plants in the nursery, and when I saw these, I just wished my father were here in this particular nursery. He would have enjoyed because he loves gardening, and you can see any kind of ornamental plant in our house. And then we bought 4 kgs of compost. Each kg cost us 25 rupees. These are cactus flowers. So there were pots here too. The first ever time I bought pots, the one that is shown in the video first are from here, and those pots are smaller in size than the one that we bought today, and those pots were around 70. So the pots are actually expensive here. And guys, you see that? That is what caught my attention. I really wanted to know what these are. I haven't seen anything like this before, and I very badly wanted to know what these are and for what these are used. So I was looking for the person who was guiding us in the nursery, but he suddenly went missing. And finally he showed up from somewhere, and when I asked him, he said that in Hindi it was called karonda and it is widely used to make pickles. So let me know if anybody has seen these or tasted these. So I asked him if he could pluck one for us, just to show you all the closest view. So this is that. I don't know if I should call this a fruit or a vegetable. So that was it. So we were done with everything, and I was excited to see the tomato plant here. So we were heading back, looking at all the plants here. Suddenly at the last moment, I wanted to find out if catnip was available here. So we tried asking him for catnip, but he couldn't understand because he spoke only Hindi, and we did not know what catnip was in Hindi. So we tried to browse it, and it said, Google said catnip. As that was a failure, we finally decided to show him a picture of catnip, only to get an answer that it was not available. So thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. The next video is going to be the balcony garden remake. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like the video.